Hello, hello. How's everyone doing? Peasant chat. We're talking to poor people. I turned off what is the peasant chat? Basically, I turn off the ability for you to pay for a question because I know that you're poor. And we talk to you guys, and usually the subject matter revolves around whatever the fuck you guys want to talk about. Today, though, I wanted to kind of touch on a little bit about that spied GT350 bodied test mule that Ford was driving around Detroit area or wherever the hell they do, Romulus, or wherever the fuck they do their test mule uh, testing and driving and vetting. And one GT350 bodied Mustang showed up with a massive hood. Like, you usually see the wraps and the things that hide the body lines and camo and all this dumb shit. But this thing legitimately just has a massive hood on the fucking thing. So I was wanting to speculate, show you guys pictures, and then we'll just talk some shit generally to today, because that's what we do on the Peasant Chat. Now, you do have the ability to become a member, and the members have 30 to 40, if I'm not mistaken, members only videos. You get access to members only giveaways. You get access to a whole bunch of other shit. And if you want to do that, cool. It's as little as $2 a month. It's just to show the support for the show. I want to thank Two Auto Solutions and the Parts Farm, Two Auto Solutions and the Parts Farm, for becoming or being the main sponsors of the channel. They pay a monthly fee to be featured up there. So Parts Farm, Rami Zaidan, Two Auto Solutions, just hit them up if you need anything for parts. And if you're in Puerto Rico, I don't want you to go to anyone else but Two Auto Solutions to get your shit worked on, because I really don't want to waste my time trying to reteach another Puerto Rican guy a whole bunch of shit all over the place. You got shit going on, you want to go fast, drop it off, give him some money, he'll get you taken care of. Real simple. So let's say hi to the people here, and then we're going to go ahead, take a peek at the GT350 test mule with the big old hood. We can speculate as to what the fuck is Ford trying to do with that test mule. It is daylight savings time, so if you guys feel weird, and if it feels early for you guys, or if you're late, it's because we basically switched the clocks 1 hour up yesterday or last night. We got PNW, Ken McAllister, if you ain't first, you're last. Rocco Zeoli, Angel PR 2000 MCR, Ron Lowenberg, Eliza's S550, 508 Josh, Fresh Pastelazo, and Fresh Pasteles. The pastries have arrived. Again, today we're doing a Oh My God cookies giveaway, the last giveaway. 3 cookies are going to be given away today to someone that I want to give it away to. Plain and simple, nice and easy. What you'll do is you'll basically go to Instagram, Oh My God Cookies _LLC, hit them up, say, hey, I'm the guy that won the cookies on the channel. Then they'll send you 3 cookies of your choice. Rocco Zioli, Darren Harper, James NJ, Made of Stone 45, Sam S550, YouTube Corrupt and Free Speech, Boost Lee, Jason Friedberg, I'm Hung Solo, Kenneth Phillips, Godfather, Coyote Kelly, John the Baptist, Cluster BM, DJ, 1320 Mafia says he's racing in Vegas. Now? You're racing in Vegas? Is it like why? Why are you racing this early? That's, maybe I am blown away that some of the spots that these guys race in, especially Desert 1320, don't get hit up by the cops. And I wish there were spots like that here. I'd actually hang out. Not race because everyone's stupid, but I'd actually hang out and check it out. Good morning, all you slow fucks. Let's get that talking. Let's get to talk live and talking ship. Shipbox Fox, Alejandro Casares, Michael Locks, Jason Jones, Redbird, Twin Force Fusion, Agent Orange again, QG, SK Performance, Jeff Peasant, Chat for Life, E-Rock, Ali Al-Husani, Mod Stewart. We got E-Rock, Ashton, Miguel, Mike's Garage, the Pat the One's brother, 1320 Mafia, Josh Roy again, and TJ Sikorsky, and a whole bunch of other people hanging out. Someone says you're coming in. Check this out, fool. You coming in a little too high power. Exactly. Okay, let's share the screen. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a peek at this fucking Mustang, and what the fuck were they thinking? Like, I have no idea what they were thinking with this Mustang. So a test mule started showing up. Let's just read the article quick. This is from Motor Trend. Mutant Mustang mule terrorizes Michigan with protruding proboscis. Like something out of a 50s cult horror film. This thing from Dearborn is an intriguing abomination. Actually, I know what that is. It's the P51 LMNOP 1234. It sucks in air from the front, recycles it under the hood, makes colder air then shoves it back into the motor. Yes, the P51 ABC LMNO PQ-5 coming at you soon. Yeah, I tuned it. It's awesome. It's the best thing ever. Development mules are ugly. The ugly underbelly of the car development process, held together by chewing gum and duct tape, often literally, and draped in ugly camouflaged diapers. They're meant to be used, not seen, which is why this mutant Mustang GT350 with an immense boxy hood bulge sprouting from its hood is both surprising, intriguing, and almost certainly not as wild as it looks. But before deflating yours and ours wildest theories about what this could be, the mind races. Maybe Ford got some crazy tunnel ram intake for whatever it's lurking underneath. Perhaps the 5-liter Predator 5.2 Predator. That would be interesting because the voodoo failure points, I think it's in the inherent design of the crank, in my opinion, and the resonance. The crank doesn't go in terms of failure points, but the rods do, pistons do, oil consumption issues. So I wonder if they would ever do a 5.2 cross plane Predator in a GT350, but the 350 is done. The 2020 was the last year they did it, but it'd be interesting if that's what they were attempting to do. Maybe some rogue Ford engineers built some sort of functional show car. They need a test mule. They need a mule to test it. Massive turbos dumping out the hood? No. A blower size of a small refrigerator? No. The electrical equipment to power a Cobra or even a nastier Cobra 1400E? No. None of that shit would need a hood. It would all be under the car. Why would you make something extremely nose heavy to test out EV stuff? Weird. Seems like all probabilities are centered around the 2-lane quarter-mile acceleration duels, and that's not only because of the image conjured up by something massive protruding from the hood, but that's because we've seen hood scoop very much like this before. About 10 years ago, Ford tested a fit. Interesting. Let's look at the tab. Oh, so they're saying that they saw this way back then, and they think this could be something. You know what? That was the precursor to the Cobra jet, right? Our spy photographers have trimmed blah, 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 blah. So interesting. Interesting. That's not a bad theory. I kind of like that shit. So basically notice a trend every couple of years there's a new Cobra jet. And let's see here. The 1400 debuted in 2020. So yes. So they are probably testing some induction stuff and then probably have a bunch of sensors and bullshit to potentially test. I don't know. It can't be a blower underneath that thing. I couldn't imagine what it could be. But basically, they're trying to bring up some theories as to why Ford would have a ugly, nasty. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? But it doesn't look to be something that is molded on. It looks to be literally taped on. If you look on the edges here, it looks like it's just literally duct tape. So I wonder if it's like high, like maybe like a Cobra Jet or Boss intake variant or something like that they're just testing. And instead of making it, making a hood for it, they just had a center cut out and said, fuck it, just put this dumb thing over it. Who knows? But it is interesting. And it's not the 7.3. Stop it with your 7.3 and your 6.8 bullshit. Stop it with your 7.3 and 6.8 bullshit. God damn it. John London in the house saying, howdy, probably having eggs, bacon, and a bagel. Or some cereal. How you doing, John? Nice to see you here. Controlling harmonics is difficult. Yes. Fuck. Good morning, Alex. Shit. Better, cooler. It's a 7.3 swap. The auto body is up. It's not a 7.3 swap. Stop it. Please stop it with the 7.3 bullshit. Remember when the 7.3 came out? Everybody was talking about the 7.3. It's going to end up in a Mustang. If it ends up in a Mustang, it would not be street legal. The cool Bronco, the Bronco that everyone wants, the 5-liter Coyote badass Bronco, is not road legal. It is a Baja off-road only vehicle. If a 6.8 or a 7.3 ends up in a Mustang body, it will not be road legal. Number one, emissions. Number two, fuel mileage standards. Number three, the sheer fucking size and weight. Not the size. It's actually kind of narrower than the Coyote, but the weight of it. What are you going to have, a 500 NA car that gets 7 miles a gallon, seeing that gas prices are going to probably stay at $4 a gallon for the next 3 years? That's right. Not for just 3 or 4 months. For the next 3 years, gas prices are going to be at $4+ a gallon. Keep voting Democrat. They push you towards green shit. It happens every single time. We did a twin turbo Coyote swap in a race boat. Okay, what are we talking about? Engineers do like to mind fuck spy photographers. Ford intake the deal with Turvey with the supply crisis. Thank you for the liking the streams. Good morning, Alex. Watching live from work right now. Aren't you? Shouldn't be working? Shouldn't you be working, Coyote Court? Unless you drive a truck, so maybe I get that. And here I thought Twin Turvey got a 350 for the mod. It's a hood spoiler, fool. Oh my god, unreal. It's a Tuma. I don't know what it's a Tuma. It's a Tuma. 7.3 was to replace a 6.8 V10. Yeah, exactly. To this day, that video, there is no more Nostradamus style shit that I've ever put out there than the 7.3 video 2 years ago. And everyone's like, you're stupid. You don't know what you're talking about. Push rod for life. And I said, guys, this is a fleet engine meant to go on F-250 gas trucks, rider trucks, municipality, trucks that they sell without the bed so they can customize so they don't go diesel, gas. The 7.3 is a fleet engine. And I have been proven right. How many Mustangs have, builders built, 3 guys put it in Mustangs and nobody cared. People made power with it and nobody cared. People put blowers on it. Nobody cared. No one gives a fuck about a 7.3 liter anything in a Ford. I'm sorry. Especially in the modern Mustang world where everything's going hybrid or electric. Sorry, Fox body guys. You woke up 2 years ago thinking that we're back, Mortimer. We're back. Fuck this Coyote shit. Sorry, you're wrong. It's a dud. It's a fleet engine. Now, when they start ending up in the junkyards, then the same guy that would LS swap his Mustang, I repeat, the same guy that would LS swap the Mustang would probably Godzilla swap his Mustang. The same thought process, the same exact thought process. So if you guys are making fun of LS guys because they're shoving, 5.3s, 4.8s, whatever in their shit, and then you are waiting for the Godzilla to end up in the junkyard to put it in your Fox, you're an LS guy. What would you rather do right now in terms of packaging, right? Let's say you don't like the Coyote because it is wide and big and expensive. And, can run 10s NA and don't ever have to put a cam in it and don't ever have to build it to run fucking into the 8s. You just shove boost in it. That's crazy. So if your thought process is, I want a smaller, narrower motor to fit into a car, well, the Godzilla isn't it, dickhead. It's tall as shit. It's heavy as shit. So would you rather a 5.3, a 4.8 that's smaller, narrower, compact, put it in a car and cheap? Or would you rather a fucking Godzilla motor that weighs 150 pounds more than a Coyote, sticks out over the fucking hood, the throttle body faces straight up? Stop it. Stop it. Stop it with your fucking Godzilla shit. Please stop. It's a tumor, Alex. Sitting in the truck making some eggs and sausage. Sitting in the truck making some eggs. Maybe I don't even understand that sentence. Is that like the trucker life? Do you guys have a little hot plate and you fix up your breakfast inside the truck? What's that smell like? Sasso, Charlie Brigante.
Or some shit.
Oh, how you doing, Carlitos?
Like Sasso.
Sasso. It's for the new cold air intake. It's the P51Z. The 7.3 is heavy and ugly. No, Mike's Garage. Alex doesn't know what he's talking about. He's such a Coyote fanboy that he doesn't understand it. The fuck out of here. The fuck out of here with your bullshit. Okay, what are you talking about? It's for the pedestrian. It's for the pedestrian that gets run over. They go flying and they don't hit your windshield. Hey, that's a good one, Terminator Coyote. So he says that the hood bulge is for people that when they hit a car or when they hit a pedestrian, they go flying over the windshield and they don't actually take out your windshield. Thank you. Appreciate you. Oh, yeah, would you? Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you, babe. Look at that. That service is unmatched, guys. Get you a girl to get you Dunkin' Donuts in the morning, a bagel and a muffin, and I'm a happy cat. Show's brought to you by Dunkin' Donuts, the best donuts around. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Look like they're skimping on the bagels. You guys must be like, fuck, Alex, that hurts my ears. Speaking of Fox bodies, dude, the prices of those things nowadays, shaking my head, right? I'm at the point where I might sell the truck. I might have a buyer lined up for the truck. Get that thing out of my life. Bye-bye. Because it's not going to get built. I don't want to build a taquache. I don't want to have a 11-second NA truck that sounds stupid or spend $8,000 to $12,000 on a boosted truck. If it isn't going to happen within a year, it's definitely not going to happen within a year. So I'm going to sell that bitch. So I was thinking of getting a Fox body for the channel just to fuck around. Guys, a piece of shit Fox body's $9,000. Oh my God, that's so good. 7.3 in a Mustang. Is this the 70s? Alan McCoy, that's hilarious. Let him do it. Have at it, brother. Have at it. It's a carbon fiber Godzilla. Yeah, I have a Fox body in my driveway, and I've been slowly working on it, and I have people willing to buy all the time. We got a few 7.3s at work in our F550 service trucks. They are torquey and shift at 4,500 watt, no matter what. Drive mode, not really very exciting at all. They're made for work vehicles. No, Jay said Decker, JSED. I don't even know how to say your name. No, man, because we're back. You know, we're fuck this guy. Dude, this is like a tiny bagel. What happened? Dunkin' Donuts. This is like the tiniest bagel ever. Oh, wow. Oh, it's little as shit. Coyote's the future, not fucking push out piece of shit. Chevy agrees with the new C806. I used to be one of those 7.3 swap guys. Thanks for changing my mind. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. What is the advantage of a 7.3 over a Coyote? Go. Like literally go. Flex the arms one time for us, Theo. That's weird. That's fucking weird. Oh, are you gay? If you're gay, it's all good, but man, weird. Oh my God, I'm going to kick my wife's ass out of bed now and get me some Dunkin' Donuts. Bro, she hit me up in the morning. She goes, hey, I know you got your show. You want something from Dunkin'? I'm like, hell yeah, I do. Shit, let's see the chick. Get the fuck out of here. One thing I don't do that a lot of dumb motherfuckers do is show my chick on camera, on Instagram, on blah, 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 blah. Because y'all motherfuckers are trifling. You'll try to find out who she is. You'll try to hit her up. You'll try to slide in her DMs. Every single guy that posts his woman crush Wednesday. Without her, I wouldn't know where I'd be in life. She saved me. Then she's sucking all your boys' dicks. Stop it. I'm glad I got the 6.2 gas in my work truck and not the 7.3. The dating channel is dead. You got Dunkin' Donuts. The dating channel is dead. You got Dunkin' Donuts. Okay. Alex, are crank bolt savers necessary for twin turbo as much as supercharged Coyotes? I don't think so. But you got to understand, a lot of people think that you're safe with turbos in terms of ditching the crank. Ask Brian Luna that. The crank rattles like a motherfucker when you're bumping in and two-stepping. The balancer. So a lot of people go, oh my God, I don't want to fuck with superchargers because the crank falls off. Well, how many turbo cars have had the balancer fall right off and the crank snap right there? Now the saver, I don't think will do something better than you know what? Look, I'm not going to say it doesn't work because I don't know that it doesn't work. But if there's things out there that help strengthen the position of the balancer on the crank, sure, get it. But I don't think it's like a fix because they'd almost have to prove to me, they'd almost have to have it fail under a certain condition and then put their bolt and then say, see, it doesn't fail under similar conditions. So I'm one of those guys that I need proof. Even the Fairmont people are asking too much money for it. That's why I kept my piece of shit. 7.3 equals fuel surcharge. Exactly. If you buy a 7.3 Mustang and let's say they make it, it's going to be a specialty Mustang. It's going to be called some gay shit like the Mach 1 or whatever. Like what big block, for those of you old heads out there, what Mustang, specialty Mustang, came with a big block? Boss 429, right? What other Mustang besides the Boss came with there's a Boss 302. But what other Mustang back in the 60s came with a big block? Even though this isn't a big block in terms of, but 7.3 liter, please shut the fuck up. Put a mask on her and bring her out. Boy, you guys are weird as fuck. You guys are weird as fuck. I sold my 89 Fox body I've owned since high school in January for $2,000 if I only waited. Good morning, everyone. Morning, everybody. Patrick says, Alex, I have an 86 4. I'd let go. Engine bay painted, race red. Car is at the point where I was gonna Go race red on exterior as well. All original car has GT340 heads, B303 cam. Look, if you're going to want over $5,000 for that car, get it out of my life. It's a Fox body. I grew up around them shits. They're not worth over $5,000 almost in any condition. I'm sorry. It's a $5,000 to $6,000 car. So Patrick, if you want anything more than that, I'm not your guy. I'm not your guy. I'm not your guy.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
Tiniest bagel I've ever seen. Legit tiny. Let's get it, says with SVT. Well, how you're late to the show, dude. You're 20 minutes late. FLKA is right. 351 base, Windsor over the 7-3 boat anchor for the win. Right. So in the video where I made fun of the Godzilla, I said, what is the advantage of the Godzilla over a Windsor? Over a 351 Windsor? Hell, over a 460. A 460 is a 7.3. Fuck that. They would call it the 429 again. Yeah, maybe. Super Cobra Jet. If you got a Fox body, what setup would you go with? Thinking of doing one myself. Oh, come on. Come on. Stop it. Talked about that a million times. A 70 came with a 351 Cleveland. 68 GT came with a 390. Alex, is taking out the spring pedal really going to cause damage to my slave? Who said that? No. I haven't had a slave in any of my. I haven't had a helper. What does the helper spring do? Go ahead. Let's do some critical thinking here today, kids. What does the helper spring do? Go. Tell me what the helper spring does. And tell me how removing it will affect the actual stroke of the slave. Go ahead. Please stop it. Most crank failures are due to balancer installation error after doing OPGs. 9 times out of 10, when you talk to the guy after his crank snout snap, he pulled his balancer on. He put his balancer on with an impact. Yes, sir. 100% right. 428 CJ, 429. So, do you know any good tuners or 0304 Cobras? No, John Sr. John Sr. But it's not. Look, asking this question, S281 GT, is like in 2022. Is like asking, do you know any good Fox body tuners using, I don't know, it's like a binary thing. I forget the name. It's like tweaker. Do you know any Fox body tuners with the A9L? Hey, I want to keep my A9L. Do you guys know any good Fox body tuners? And you know how you were a Cobra owner and you would roll your eyes when anybody would ask that question? Do you know any good Fox body tuners? Oh, what do you got? An S trim with an FMU, homo? What do you got? 40-pound injectors and a CLL MAF? Dumbass. That's how we think of Cobra guys right now. Yesterday's price is not today's price. Exactly. Listening to L Mustang feature on the background. Okay. Mach 1 and Boss Cars came with the big block. Thank you, Forest Cloud. Yesterday's price is not today's price. Why not work the V10 Triton? LOL, your motorhome could be flying. Right. Why do people think that the Godzilla was a viable engine to swap? Why didn't they think about why didn't anyone build a V10 Triton? Like badass cams, high revving, built motor, sleeves, the whole 9 yards. There's so many V10s out there in motorhomes. It's not even funny. And I've always wondered why no one tried. I know Ford stuck a V10 in a test mule, like a 2-valve looking car, 99 to 04 looking thing. But I never saw anyone in the aftermarket get after it. I look at the 7.3 Godzilla the exact same way I look at a V10 Triton. Sorry. I am pouring my used oil in the creek until gas prices go down to less than $3 a gallon. How's that for the Green New Deal? Wow. You go get them, Mo Green. Alex made a video about removing it on his 19 GT. Right. There is nothing that the helper spring does to affect the stroke of the clutch pedal. It's the feel. Again, it is 100% the feel, not anything to do with the stroke. So if people are telling you you're going to mess up the slave if you take out the helper spring, ask them how much of a difference does removing the helper spring affect the stroke of the pedal? They'll say, I don't know, but I heard from somebody. And that's the problem with the Mustang community. Somebody heard from somebody that maybe who the fuck, they don't know shit. They don't know shit. There you go. It takes weight off the clutch pedal. That's all it does. That's all it does. But Alex, there's no replacement for displacement. I agree with that though. So put a 460 from a fucking truck. Look, 460s didn't come in Mustangs. They came in motorhomes. A 7.3 old school 460 did not come in a Mustang. They came in motorhomes. Some people did put them in Mustangs. Were those people called fucking stupid? Yes, because it was a boat anchor. It was very heavy. It was dumb. When you can build or work over a 302 or 351, the 460 people were looked at as knuckle dragging Neanderthals. The same people that would 460 swap a Fox are the same people that would 7.3 swap anything. Removing the helper spring will make the pedal more linear feeling. I agree. It makes the left leg moan. Okay. The spring is just for pedal feel. Take it out, and I've had mine out for ton of time, no problem. It's a paperweight. Shit, I've taken mine out for every LS car I've ever had, but it was recommended with the tick adjustable. Never a problem. Never a problem with the helper spring. Hey, Alex, I saw you other video you brought up about how N gauges don't have any support anymore. So if my screen is lagging, you guys can't sell me a new screen and be able to fix it? I think so. You might have to hit us up, support@lundracing.com. And I think Nardi has a way of potentially fixing the screens. Okay, what's happening? They put the helper spring for women who drive them. I agree. It made the pedal feel really light. Removing it has no effect on the stroke. FLKA is right, Milton Perez. Good morning, Alex and everyone. When will there be a tune available for 21 F-150 Coyote? No idea. Had to flex on the peasants for being late, says Milton Perez. Moats, yeah, shit like that. Alex, what do you think would be more fun for a semi-daily driver car? Supercharging my S550 or trading it towards a C6 Z06? Supercharging your S550. It's a more comfortable car. You have rear seats. You said daily or semi-daily. I would do a supercharged S550. I ran my S550 yesterday. I could only get about 12 pounds of boost off of the 347 pulley. I'm pretty sure I have a bad bypass. I'm pretty convinced I have a bad bypass. So I'm going to see if I can buy a race crazy bypass blow-off valve and weld it into the pipe and have it be not a Vortec unit and see if I can get the boost that I need. But the car did a pretty damn decent 60 to 130. I'm ready to race Jake. He's going to get that ass drug in that 10R80 truck with E85 and 1112 PSI. And I'm going to be on pump gas and boosting or octanium on a Vortec on a manual car with a disadvantage. And I will beat his ass. We're racing 3 times. Best out of 3 wins. The new 7.3 is 445 inches. Right. But how much is the way over the Coyote? It's crazy. There's a lot of good 0304 Cobra tuners still. Yeah, okay. They use Holly. The stock computer is limited. Once you start making big boy power, the stock computer is limited as fuck. I don't know Blankenship, but I'm sure he's fine. But once you get to big boy power, you're going to have to use a Holly, period. Or anything else. I'm struggling to find a tuner for mine. Go to Blankenship. Fuck it. Go to Blankenship. I mean, what's done to the Cobra? Basic shit. Kenny Bell 28, SCT math, headers. You have a return stop fuel system. They're limited. The computers literally are dumb. And you got to start shutting shit off to process properly. I removed that spring as soon as I got home from the dealership. Someone's late. Critical thinking is not something most people are capable of these days. Right. Some tuners don't have critical thinking. I've seen tunes that command 30 degrees of timing on a boosted car. And like 10-to-1 compression. And I'm like, do you know what happens in the actual cylinder when you advance timing that much and you don't have all the octane? Come on. Guys that want to swap a 7.3 definitely voted for Biden. Cody says RTD Plus better than the N-Gage. The N-Gage doesn't need internet. You just hit 2 buttons and it's an SD card and it logs phenomenally. No internet connection required. Just saying. Still, to me, the best device ever made. It's all about the angle of the dangle. Damn, I'm a knuckle dragger. Yeah, probably are. Because why the fuck would you put a 460 in a Fox body and shift it at 5,000 RPMs and run 11.9? Like, what the fuck were you thinking? Good morning, folks. There's a little card on the mic. I'd like to see a 3.5 twin turbo, but then is that really a Mustang without a V8? Yeah. Look, one of the cooler Mustangs in the 80s was the SVO. If I'm not mistaken, one of the quickest 80s Mustangs was the SVO. And I like what they did back then. See, for us old folk, the 86 SVO, in my opinion, was the best looking of the 4-cylinder turbo Fox bodies back in the day. And I always wondered if they were going to do like an homage to it, but they ruined it. They made it super gay. They made the SVO more like a rental vehicle. And this car came, listen to this, guys. This car was ahead of its time. This car had 5 lug wheels. That's right. Back in the day, for you to get your hands on a 5 lug anything was very difficult. And this car had 5 lug wheels from the factory. If I am not mistaken, did it also have 4-wheel disc brakes? Guys, correct me if I'm wrong. Did this car have 4-wheel disc brakes in 1986? 4-wheel disc brakes, turbo 4-cylinder, probably the coolest hatch wing combo you had on these Mustangs. Kind of a funky situation back here, kind of like a half wing, 4-cylinder turbo, 200, if I'm not mistaken, 215 or 220 horsepower to the flywheel, where Mustangs back then were making 225 V8. And this car has 5 lug ABS. Did it have Coney shocks? Yes. TJ Sikorsky, it had Coney adjustable shocks. So in 1986, you had the option of buying a 5 lug, 200 plus horsepower, 4-wheel disc brake, Coney adjustable shock having 4-cylinder turbo Mustang. Way ahead of its time. Way better than the GTs of the day. The GTs did not get rear disc brakes until 94, 95. Actually, maybe 99. I'm not 100%. So the SVO, in my opinion, was an advanced vehicle for its day. 5 lug? Do you know how people were going to the junkyard and buying Ford Ranger axles to 5 lug swap their shit? And the reason you were 5 lug swapping your shit is because you had a better collection of wheel availability. You had Pro Stars. If you wanted Pro Stars back in your shit, you had to get the Ranger axle swap or buy Moser axles aftermarket. You had 5 lug ponies. And if you had the bullets you can put on it. You can do so many things. And I guarantee this car one day will become that car that people will look back at and go, God damn it. This son of a bitch was ahead of its time. 4-cylinder, turbo, 200 horsepower, 5 lug, 4-wheel disc brake, Coney adjustable shocks everywhere. Cool car. 7.5-inch rear end. Yeah, that was the only issue. It did have only a 7.5-inch rear end. Way ahead of its time. I think so. And us old guys, we've been through it. So when we see guys make the same mistake over and over, like when I look at a 7.3 swap guy, 7.3 Godzilla swap guy, I look at him exactly as a 460 swap guy. The 460 swap guy didn't want to do anything to the car. Now, if you had a 460 with worked heads, high compression, race shit, race gas, hog ass cam, good rotating assembly, I'd say, all right, this guy's serious. But no, they would take it right from the truck, cam and all, put it in, put a high-rise carburetor, and Holly Blue, set that bitch at 7 PSI on your Holly 750 and go run 1190s. Like, it was embarrassing. The OG EcoBoost passed down from my dad needs paint. You have one? SNTNA? You have an SVO? Good for you. Better front K member control arm geometry also. Exactly, sir. I would love an SVO. That would if I can find an SVO for under $6,000, which is very difficult, that I could drive, I would have it on the channel. I'd probably daily get, I mean, it's a piece of shit, but I would probably fucks with it just to see what I could do with it. That'd be cool shit. You need to spend tons of money to do lots of work to a 7.3 to have it live above 700 rear wheel horsepower. Shit, the heads have to come off of it to do a cam. Just boost a totally stock Coyote, make 700 rear wheel horsepower. No sweat. Thank you, sir. Yes, the SVO had 4-wheel disc brakes and 5-lug. Find me an SVO. I'll buy that motherfucker. Did you just call me old? Look, I'm old too. According to a lot of the guys here, I'm old. I'm too young for them old Fox bodies. What do I do with this screwdriver? Yes, that you actually have to work on Fox bodies. You actually had to work on Fox bodies. You have to be proficient at turning a screwdriver. See, I didn't like the 84 and a halves, and this is why, guys. And I'll show you guys why I didn't like the 84 through 85 SVOs. I preferred the 86. The 86 had the flush headlights, okay? So let's look at a 1984 SVO. They were sucked in. The headlights were sucked in. You see the headlights? Same car, but the headlights were sucked in and they were not flush. And I didn't like that because it looked like a Mercury or something. It just looked odd. But once they went flush, it looked better, in my opinion. Sucked in, flush, sucked in, flush. So that's a real easy way of telling the difference visually between an 84, 85 SVO to an 86 SVO. 86 SVO had flush. Look at how ugly that looks, guys. I'm sorry. That is hideous, but this looks pretty good. This almost looks like I don't want to say a Mercury Cougar, but a Thunderbird. Let me see Thunderbird. They were Thunderbird 5.0s back in the day. This was a Fox body. And did they have 86 Thunderbirds? Because 86 Thunderbird, I think, looked like a let me see, 86 Thunderbird. Did they have 87 Thunderbird? 87 Thunderbird. Yep. So this is where they started looking arrow looking, and they also offered these in 4-cylinder and 5-liter variants. So this was a cool car back in the day. And yes, guys, that's a Fox body. This is a long wheelbase Fox body, a Thunderbird. But did they have an 80? Let's see what the 84 looked like again. Let's see that nose. Yeah, Thunderbird 5.0s. These were all over the place. You could stick a Mustang 5.0 in it, and the exact same shit that would fit into a Mustang would fit into this guy. So this was a even poorer man's Fox body. If you couldn't afford a hatch or a notch, you'd get a Thunderbird 100% back in the day. This has become the Fox body channel. They were supposed to have the flush lights in 84 and 85. Something about DOT regulations made the lights illegal. Did the Turbo Bird Super Coupe, the Turbo Coupe T-Bird make the same power as SVO? I believe so. I'm not sure if they were detuned, because if I'm not mistaken, was that bitch not a carbureted turbo, or was it electronic fuel injection? It might be electronic fuel injection. 87 to 88. So 87 to 88. So let's see, 88 Thunderbird. I don't like the ones after that. Yeah, no, I don't like that body style at all. I mean, I just don't like the lights on it. Would love an 80s T-Bird. They aged well. They really did age well. The Thunder Chicken. Love the Fox body channel. Fuck them Yotis. Fuck them Yotis. What are you, 50? Come on, man. Stop it. The Coyote is king, daddy. My 19 Mustang right now is probably a 1050 to 1040 car if I can cut a 160, 60 foot. Stick. What the hell do you have to do to a Fox body to make it run that? Come on, stop it. Did you like the XR4 Ti? I wasn't a big fan of the XR4 Ti. The XR4 Ti, I don't know much about it, but it was such a weird looking car. But supposedly someone told me, a little bird told me that they handled really well. Like they handled really well. But I just wasn't a fan of this car. The XR4 Ti is just hideous in my opinion. And when I would see them, it reminded me of a Saab. You guys remember the Saab. I think it's called the Saab 9000. I think it's called 9000. Let me see. Turbo. non-intercooled turbo having ass? Yes. This is a way better looking car than the XR4 Ti. This is a way better looking car. Look at this. This bitch is bad. This car is way better looking than the XR4 Ti. The XR4 Ti, in my opinion, attempted to kind of mimic the Saab body style, because back in the day, the Saab, I saw a channel talk about it, was kind of like the Tesla of back in the day, because they had some weird quirky shit going on. But the XR4 Ti just was not my cup of tea. Sorry, bro. Is it easy to get a 10-speed pump gas into the 990s with boost? Yeah, DJ, it's pretty easy. 10, 11 PSI, good suspension, good converter. You might be able to, on a cold day, you should be able to get that car into the low 10s or high 9s pretty easily. Oh, man. Thank you. Definitely looks like a Saab. Yeah, it literally looked like a Saab 9000, non-intercooled turbo. Could you imagine? Could you imagine what a non-intercooled turbo? Because the Daytonas, the Dodge Daytonas also had that, the non-intercooled turbos. What do you think about a Paxton for Gen 2? I'm in the market right now for boost. I'm between a Paxton or on-3 turbo. Well, you're going to make your life less hectic with a Paxton. You're going to make more power with turbos. So, really depends on your goals, honestly. John Lucas says something that just resonates with me. The 80s were so terrible for V8s that the Shelby goes like hell. The GLHS Omni was the fastest production car in 86. I'm sorry, I think you're wrong. Oh, wait. He corrected himself, or he basically, I should keep reading. Grand National was the fastest production car in 87. Could you imagine? Because we're heading back to these times. The goals, we're going to be back. We're going to be back to this if you keep voting Democrat. Omni. Goddamn Omni. Images. Wow, I can't even find images on this piece of shit. Like, it's really difficult to find this car. So the Dodge Omni back. Oh, Jesus Christ. Share screen. I should just keep the screen up, but I keep, I'm one of these psychos that I don't like having a bunch of shit open at the same time. The Dodge Omni goes like hell Shelby version was like King Daddy in 86. Eventually we're going to get back to the time, because we're fucking stupid and we repeat history every fucking 20 years or so. We repeat history because we're stupid. We are really fucking stupid. The gas was expensive. We were just coming out of the gas crisis in the early 80s. And this shit was the fastest shit in 1986. Then, thank God, people got their heads out of their asses and started making fast cars again. But man, imagine this was the fastest shit in 86. Oof. No, thank you. Yep, DJ, that piece of shit was the fast. There was Mustang GTs. There were, have you seen what GT350s looked like back in the 80s? You guys think GT350s have this long, awesome heritage? Boy, you guys are smoking that fucking crack in the 80s, because I don't forget. You're not going to catch me slacking. I remember what the GT350 looked like in 1984. The saddest looking shit on the planet. People think I forget. So when people go, oh, I like the 350s history. You do? You mean 60s or 80s? Are we talking ancient history or recent history? Because this was a GT350 in the 80s. That's right, motherfuckers. This ugly piece of shit, lollipop looking having ass, candy cane having ass. Don't get it twisted. This thing was a thing in the fucking 80s. This ain't your grandfather's GT350. This is your dad's GT350. Ugly piece of absolute ass. Guys, they didn't even have true dual exhaust back in the day. It was a Y pipe, and then because the gas tank was offset to one side like dumbasses, they ended up having a Y pipe with two tailpipes in the bitch. This thing sounded like absolute AIDS. If AIDS had a sound, it would be an 84 GT 350. Ugly as goddamn shit. Too much smoking weed in the 60s. Oh my God. My 89 Chevy Daytona was fast because everything else was slow. Too much smoking weed in the 60s and 70s. That screwed the 80s for car production. No, burn it. Burn it with fire right now. I dominated everything in the late 90s with the Omni. They ran a mid 12, and that was all it took. Most molded Mustangs barely ran low 13s. Yeah, he's not wrong. Got sued by Shelby. They be scared. Exactly. Look at everyone puking. For you, the first time you hear about a GT 350 in the 80s, are you kidding me? So if you're a GT 350 fanboy, I was blown away when Ford announced a GT 350. I go, wait a minute. I remember a GT 350. Them shits were trash. But then older guys go, no, Alex, they were badass. In the 60s, I go, the 60s, where everything was badass. You get leaded gasoline for 69 cents a gallon. And you can buy a big block Mustang from the showroom floor that got 5 miles a gallon. But then when Ford announced a 5.2 flat plane crank, 500 horsepower, I went, oh, damn, what a departure from an 84 GT350. And you know how many old mullet having, Poison listening, Motley Crue attending? Like if you attend a Motley Crue concert in 2022, what the fuck is wrong with you? You want to see a bunch of fat guys blop around and think they're still rock stars? Are you fucking insane? You own a GT350 from 1984. And I bet that you guys say, I can't wait till this thing's worth some money. Hey, I know what I got in my driveway. I knew it's good. Look, honey, a 93 Cobra just went for $100,000. My 350 is comes from a better heritage than a fucking 93 Cobra. Bro, a Fairmont, like the basic Fairmont, is worth more money than an 84 GT350. What a piece of shit. You have one in your driveway right now and you think you're going to make money? You think that's your lottery ticket for retirement so you can move to Boca in your fucking... You think you're going to move to Boca Raton after you sell your GT350 for what? $1,500? Oh, but shut the fuck up. That car's a piece of shit. If AIDS had a sound. Vanilla Eyes knew what's up. Def Leppard was pretty good a couple of years ago. AC/DC too, but just Motley Crue, never Motley Crue. Have you seen Vince Neil try to sing his shit? Vince Neil fat. If you go to if you are a 40-something-year-old person and you pay money to see this guy, he runs out of breath. Thank you. He runs. Vince Neil fat. Vince Neil live video. Vince Neil's first gig since the pandemic did not go well. So guys, look. White boys in the 80s thought they were badasses when they listened to Motley Crue. Men, grown-ass men in the 80s, we're talking 80s, it's the 80s show today, listen to Guns N' Roses, Motley Crue, Def Leppard. Grown-ass men with makeup, women's makeup on their shit, and they thought they were tough. They thought they were tough. They'd go to school with a Motley Crue shirt on and thought they were tough. And I'm from the hood. I'm listening to Big Daddy Kane, Cool Moldia, Lil Cool J, this, and I'm like, yo, why y'all listening to a bunch of guys dressed like women? Yeah, I like Motley Crue. Yeah, I can tell. Homo.
Recent Vince Neil solo.
Just play it, please. Just play it. I don't want to hear you talking about it. I want to hear it.
Though Vince's
Oh my fucking God. Why are you talking about it? Let's go to YouTube. Fucking bitch. Who gives a fuck what you got to say? Vince Neil on some bad singing. Meow, 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 meow. Career-ending performance. Oh my God. Let's go. Let me see. Bring your fish in line. Oh, Six Flags. Wapow. Okay, here we go. This motherfucker. Yeah, you sing it for me because I'm fat. These motherfuckers literally came at your face and they're like, I listen to Motley Crue. What do you listen to? And I'm like, what? So you're gay as fuck? So you're gonna suck this bitch up? You listen to that rap crap? I listen to Motley Crue and Guns N' Roses. Man, shut up. Before you get your ass fucking beat. Pack of menthols up in their sleeve, having asses. Can't forget Skid Row. I listen to Iron Maiden and still do. Flashback to the 80s. I must have blocked 84 through 50 from memory. Don't remember it at all. I did see Motley Crue in 1991. That concert sucked. Every single white guy that I know goes, I saw the concert where Tommy Lee was doing flips in his drum set. And I'm like, okay. His perspective doesn't change. If he had a guitar upside down, okay. I mean, like physically upside down and he could play it properly. But drums? Drums. Not that it's not hard to play, but your perspective doesn't change. It's like, okay, I'm hitting the drums. I'm upside down. I'm strapped in. I'm still hitting the drums. He's so talented. Oh my God. I would have been more scared of someone that listens to Gigi Allen. Vince Neil looking more like veal parmesan. He sounds like he's on helium. Let me get that Tommy Lee makeover. Alex, can we see Tony? What is wrong with people? He's probably sleeping. Oh, he's right there. He's right there chilling. I'm going to leave him alone. Thanks to Alex. Now I have the 80. Now I know the 84 GT350 trash can existed. I can't believe that. Let me see if I can find an 84 GT350 for sale. I'd love to see what these fucking dumb mullet having motherfuckers think this thing's worth. They think, they discontinued it, Alex. It's time to cash in. Now, oh my God, this motherfucker's got some nerve. This guy has some nerve, bro. Not only are those metric guys, those wheels are metric. Listen, these wheels are not 14s and they're not 15s. They're metric. One more time. They are metric. Oh my God. I was blocking some dumbass. Let me see the pictures. This is such a trash can. $13,000. 4,600 below average. Really? Oh my Lord. And this front end is just the ugliest honeycomb looking piece of shit. Every 84 Mustang looked like trash because of the front end. Once they changed it to that single opening 86, it was bad. Oh, you see all those vacuum lines, motherfuckers? By the way, this shit right here fries. The mice eat this first. I'm telling you. Oh, this is a GT350, gentlemen. This is your heritage. Oh my Lord. I can hear the porno music. Tina Hartley getting on Peter North. Look at this hunk of limited edition. Oh, Carol Sue Erickson. Who in the fuck is that? Who is Carol? Oh, it does have power windows. This has power windows. And if you ever get in a Mustang and hit the power up switch, it will make you laugh so hard how a power window goes up in a Fox body Mustang. It from the factory does not go up on the tracks properly. It's like, and you're like, you know, get in a Mustang, Fox body Mustang that has power windows. And I dare you not to be afraid that the glass is going to shatter in your face when you try to put that shit up. Those headrests were garbage. My older brother had a GT with those metric wheels. We almost killed ourselves fishtailing out of a gas station back in the day. Yes, 3-spoke wheels are called the TRX wheels. They are metric. That's ugly as fuck. High power. And it's an auto. If that's $13K, I see why other pieces of shit Foxes are asking $15,000 to $20,000. Most of the 350s I've seen had 4 cylinders, and they're slow as fuck too. The 350, wasn't it like a handling car? Like a car that handled decently? In the 80s, they just slapped stickers on shit, guys. They just slap stickers on cars. So when when we start laughing our asses off, when a 93 Cobra sells for $100,000, it's because we know that car is constructed like shit. There is nothing in that car that is worth $20,000, but it is 100% emotion-based buying. No 93 Cobra on the planet is worth more than $15,000 if you take emotion away from it. It is an emotional based purchase. The 84 350 had stickers. Stickers. That's what makes it a 350. The stickers. The Salines or Salines, every single Saline Mustang's body kit was held on by wood screws. I repeat, every single Saline's body kit in the Fox body era was held on by wood screws. So when I see someone asking $25,000 for an SSC, $40,000 for this, bro, that shit got wood screws. Man, get the fuck out of here with this bullshit. LMR makes new versions of them in 16-inch, so you can get them all kinds of tires for them. Summertime edition. I'll try to find a 2011. Try to find a 2011 350. I should have bought one. They don't make them. They don't make them. They don't make they in an official capacity. Let me just say that in an official capacity, no GT350 was made in the Coyote era until 2016 or 2017. Those dash badges are literally controlling the weak minds. Well, hearts of 350 fans everywhere. Exactly. The same stuff they do now. Put decal on something and what? $20,000 more dollars for look at the Mach 1. Look at the Shelby. Every Shelby Super Snake or every Shelby Mustang is a body kit and a blower kit that you're paying $60,000 more for. Just because it has the Shelby official brand. Like some people literally take their cars to Shelbyize them, and they swear to God that makes the car better. It's only better to Shelby guys. Like, what do Camaro owners think of Shelby guys that Shelbyize a vehicle that isn't Shelby from the factory? Do they? It's like, have you ever heard of a Camaro guy? Maybe, look, maybe this happens, but what is the equivalent to Shelbyizing a Camaro? Like Copo? Is there a company that you can send your Mustang to or a Camaro to and Copoize it? I don't know. But Alex, I used to listen to Led Zeppelin and wear makeup while I cruised in my Cobra. Sentimental value. To be honest, I'm not buying another car until I check with you first. The power windows, all part of the 80s Fox body experience. Shelby American made the 2011 GT350. All right, let's see. 2011 GT350. Images. Boy, if you don't get out of here with that piece of shit, are you fucking insane? What is Shelby about it besides a body kit and a whipple blower? Again, like I said, a body kit and a whipple blower, right? It's a body kit and a whipple blower. Shelbyizing. Again, if it didn't come from the factory, Ford, with the Shelby treatment, like the GT350, the GT500, in my mind, it is no fucking GT3 nothing. It ain't no GT3 nothing. Do you know what I am saying? Didn't they make like an 07 GT350? Guys, they made a King of the Road 06 GT500. Oh, wait, 07 GT500. They made, what the fuck was a KR 07 GT500 KR? King of the Road images. And it was king of nothing. It was like a retarded. It was it looks like a Down syndrome car. Let me go here. Chrome tab. This car looks like it was marketed towards people that had Down syndrome. If you thought you were getting this, no, this is what you got. If you thought you were getting this, this is what you got. Did it have a badass blower? It probably had a Kenny Bell on it. A King of the Road, ugly as fuck. Fugly. This is how it came. Then you buy the aftermarket wheels. Okay, it looks better. But this is how it came. How do I know? Because there you go. This is how that motherfucker came. Then people bought these wheels to make it pop. But we all know it came with the retard wheels. We all know it came with the retard wheels. It looks ugly. Fun talking old lady. Fun talking old Fox body stuff. Exactly. It's a Mustang GT with a skirt on. That KR looks like it rides a short tow truck back to the shop. It's a kitted rental. The KR brings stupid money too, right? The KR. What is king of the road about a car that can get gapped by a, I don't know. I might be able to get gapped by a 3-valve. It wasn't that much. King of the Shoilet. Never liked the 3-valve Shelby's. Ugly. I mean, what do you mean 3-valve Shelby's? Oh, what do you mean 3-valve Shelby's? Can you expand on that? 3-valve Shelby? Oh, you mean like the 350, like the Shelby GT. There was a Shelby GT, and that one was actually made at Shelby, the Shelby GT 3-valve. It wasn't a good look. That year was called the Knight Rider because it was that car that was in the Knight Rider TV show in the mid-2000s. Still looks better than the 11 GT 350. I agree. Alice, what's a good replacement for shock strut Gen 2 daily driver? Gen 2 daily driver, good replacement shock and strut? Stock. Stock. What are you looking to do? You want me to say Vikings? Or the Altrac? I can call Viking right now and say, hey, can you get me shocks that pretty much perform stock? And maybe I can make them a little tighter valving. Oh, yeah, we got them. They're called the Warriors, or they're called the what? Okay, can you just get me 50 of those painted in black, and I'll call it the Altrac? Sure thing. I think I can sell 500 units. Sounds good, sir. Oof, ugly and slow, like an 84 GT350. Exactly. Alex, when you get that ruby red, what will your wheel tire setup be? Bogarts. Like, okay, so the shout out to Evo. Evolution Performance inspired me when they used to do cool shit. And way back in 2011, when John Lund was tuning this car, I was like, that wheel and tire setup is perfect. So it would probably be something like this setup right here. If I do get a ruby red situation, because I remember watching these videos when Evo was the first to do this, in my opinion. And again, John Lund was responsible for tuning this car. Put your headphones. If you had headphones in, it might be loud, so I'll try to bring the volume down. So this was naturally, listen, guys, look at the year. June 3, 2010. A Lund tuned Evo stick car went 10s. Boy, who shifts this car? He's terrible. Okay, that one's better. 1124, and I think they did a little more aggressive weight reduction, and it ended up going 10s a little later on. 97 at 124. Again, 1097. This was 2010, guys. A brand fucking new Mustang Coyote stick shift car. For those of you that talk about records, please shut the fuck up. Okay, please, guys, shut the fuck up when it comes to saying shit like, oh, you know, my car runs 10s in my tuner. Please shut up. Please sit down. Sit down when you talk to me, please. You've got an old video of testing a Ruby Red S197, I think a TVS car. Had fully polished welds on it. Was that Ben Calamer's car? Love that combo. No, I don't remember that at all. He probably meant 05 to 0. Yeah, I was like, what's he talking about? I was at Shelby American in Vegas. The only good-looking Shelby American car was the old one, 60s, AC Cobras, 350s, 80s, 90s, 2000 Shelby cars are ugly as fuck. That's really good NA, especially in 2010 when nothing was out for it. But people right now run 10s NA in a S197 and they think they're doing something. And it was done in 2010 with John Lund Sr. at the helm. I have a set of Fox 4-lug Bogart Eliminators Garage ARP. I like the drag on fly stars. I recently like the drag on fly stars or dragon fly stars. They were badass. Looking for something that handles a little better and still reduces stock bounce, but something that's not stiff. Thanks for your input. Look, honestly, keep your stock struts and shocks and just get an Eibach Pro Kit. That's my combo in the white car. My combo in the white car sits really nice. Stock shocks and struts do well for many applications, but the spring package does a lot for the handling. So if I were you, I would lower the car a little bit with Eibach Pro Kit, get a really good alignment. Maybe you need cancer camber plates, get a really good alignment for it. And I'm telling you, you're going to enjoy the shit out of that car without breaking the bank. 1097 with a twist. Does the RTD make it easy to adjust the rear end gear ratio? Nope. Swapping from a 410 to a 355? Nope. No. And you can't do a crank relearn in it. There you go. Your tuner has to do that. The RTD is just a delivery device. The RTD does not allow you to adjust too much. Crank relearns are a little difficult on scanner, and I'm not sure if the app allows you to do anything else but load and log a tune, to be honest with you. That car was probably 1070s with some suspension work, exactly. But they were just like, fuck it. And shortly thereafter, it got a Turbo 400 and a Pro Charger, and it was gone. But I like the fact that they did progression stuff. I really appreciated that they did progression stuff back in the day. And I'd like to do that with an S197 all over again. I know it's a big task and probably a bunch of pain, but I would like to do that. And now that PBIR is officially closed, like I think, let me look at the schedule for Palm Beach. I think PBIR is officially closed. Palm Beach International Raceway. Yesterday, I think they had the last events. Let me see tickets and events, monthly calendar. I think they're officially closed. Test and tune, Florida. What is it? March 13th. Oh, no, they still have some stuff going on. Let me see. By week today, jump to month. That's it. March. Look at that. That's it. So that's it. They have 2 more tests and tunes, and they're done. They literally have nothing else on their calendar. Let me see. April. Nothing in April. Nothing in June. Yeah. So they're done. The track is done. So for me to get out to a track, it's going to be a bunch of fun. Wish I would watch this whole show, but oil field night shift. Dang, son. You got it, sir. This motherfucker keeps going. Bro, are you fucking stupid? Joey, are you fucking stupid? Do you not know this channel? Will it be beneficial sweeping from Eibach Sportline to Pro Kit in roll racing? No, you won't have any difference in roll racing. You're already rolling. There's barely any suspension involved unless the car makes 1200. Recorded with Razer flip phone. Exactly. PBIR is dead. Se acabó el party. It's done this month. Checking in late. April's last event. How come Lund won't create its own device? Coyote Austin, are you not paying attention? Are you not paying attention? How come Lund won't create its own device? You're a member of this channel. You're not paying attention to what's going on with the EPA? You really think Lund Racing is going to start offering a device when the EPA has a war on defeat devices? A catch can is not emissions legal. Again, a catch can is not emissions legal. Technically, your sink, after it has rice, nasty shit, oil, eggs, and bacon juice, is probably in violation of certain EPA codes. We will not touch a device because you'll go to jail. BMP made a post saying they parted out PBIR to do some upgrades. Yes. Bradenton bought the really nice aluminum grandstands from Palm Beach International Raceway. Good for them. Can I be Frank Channel makes you think Hellcats are hella slow? Not really. It's the Hellcats down here. But properly built Hellcats are dumb fast. Dumb fast. Haven't heard you speak on it. Oh, come on. Oh my God. As soon as you make your own device, that's when you start getting looked at hard. Voted out of the peasant chat. I mean, come on. So the Ruby Red will probably get some 1510 welds on the rear. Yes, 1510 welds, not 17s, because it's going to have slicks. It's going to be a stick car. It's going to have slicks. It's going to go after old school, probably some really nice Bogarts. I like the Bogarts that they had on that. EPA has a war on everything that doesn't put money in their pocket. Good night. And Brandon Christopherson, who does the one for the guy that keeps mentioning the BMR junk. Like, what the fuck is wrong with him? What's there to do around Kissimmee? Meth, drugs, a lot of Puerto Ricans up there. So you might be able to go to like a Puerto Rican joint, buy some weed, get high as fuck. I don't know, maybe get carjacked if you have a Honda. It's Kissimmee, bro. It's either Disney or nothing. That's why I don't like that area. What are you going to do today? Go to Disney? What's there to do besides Disney? Smoke meth. Yet Ford Performance sell a catch can. It's insane how Ford can do some sidestepping because they have the what do you call it? Ford employs union people. Unions can influence elections. Please don't get me started on that shit. Why do you think this administration hates Tesla? Why do you think this administration hates Tesla? They had an EV summit and did not invite Tesla. Tesla is the biggest, most successful car manufacturer in the world, period, not just EV. Worth like $1 trillion. And they did not invite them to the EV summit. Why? No unions are involved with anything Tesla. Tell them to go get high and pass out in a gay bar. Kissimmee sounds like my type of place, says Jared Wells. Carjack, nah, they can Kissimmee ass. I'll stay in the snow and bad weather in Flint. They have the upper hand. We love Ford. We love Ford besides Disney. There's nothing to do besides Disney. There's literally nothing to do besides Disney, bro. I love you. That place is so fucking trash. It's not even funny. All of Central Florida, unless you go to Silver Springs or what, not Silver Springs. What's that place where the water's super clear and people go fucking pontooning and kayaking in? There's nothing to do in Central Northern Florida. There ain't shit happening up there. Sorry. Best rim size for drag racing with Brembo packages. Well, 18-inch fronts are going to be a necessity if we're talking Gen 3, right? You can't get a 17-inch front to fit on a Gen 2 or Gen 3. Sorry, Gen 2 or Gen 3 Mustang. Gen 1, I'm not 100% weight. I think you can get away with the 17 in the front with the Brembo brakes. But Gen 2, Gen 3, you need 18-inch, and I would highly suggest a 28-inch tall tire. I would not suggest a 26-inch tall tire with an 18-inch skinny. It's just not enough tire for that setup. On the rear, depends. Depends. If you're going to do mostly roll racing and bullshit, a drag radial 1710 with the 305 45 17 is your Huckleberry. If you want to go drag racing, Gen 1, it's going to be a 275 60 15 on a 15 by 10-inch wheel. It's like basic, been covered, all that shit. Spring Hill, ain't shit to do there either, bro. There ain't shit to do there. And there's nothing to do in Spring Hill. There's nothing to do in Brandon. There's nothing to do in Brooksville. There's nothing to do but get a car wash and go to Zaxby's. That's it. What are you doing today? Going to a car wash? And maybe church. And meth. Orlando then? Dude. Okay, you can go to Orlando to Lake Eola. Is it Lake Eola? Is it Lake Eola? Let me see. Lake Eola. Yeah, you can go to Lake Eola in Orlando and feed the geese and sidestep bums, goose shit, and ghetto ass kids ruining the park. Let's go. You want to go to Orlando and experience Orlando in a nutshell? Go to Lake Eola Park. Feed the geese bread, duck some goose shit, bums literally sleeping on the steps. I love when they have farmers markets and places like that, and they just ignore the bums like if they don't exist. Oh, fuck. Church and meth sounds like my kind of Sunday. Oh, yes, Old Town. What's up with Miami? I don't like Miami either. Miami, look, but there's a lot to do. Let's not get it twisted. I dislike Miami heavily, but there's a shitload of ton to do between South Beach, Brickell. You can go down to the crew where the cruise ships take off and just hang out there. Tons of restaurants, tons of places to drink, hang out. Very beautiful scenery. It is gorgeous down there. Won't catch me dead down there. Church service at the car wash. Meth will be served. Free washes for the 86 GT350s. Man, he went in on the whole show. Little Carter on the mic literally surmised the whole show in that comment. And you know what? Little Carter on the mic, because of that, you're getting cookies. I have to give away some cookies, and that is perfect. So, Little Carter on the mic. Go to Instagram, right? And you're going to go to Oh My God Cookies, LLC, _LLC right here. Oh My God Cookies, _LLC, share screen. Let's go. Chrome tab. Oh My God Cookies. Let's go. You're going to go to Oh My God Cookies, _LLC, and you're going to hit them up. You're going to send a message. And you're going to say, hey, I'm Little Carter on the mic. And they're going to send you 3 cookies. These are the people that make it happen right there. Lake and Melissa, awesome couple that just kill it. And they got a couple kids. They got a nice little side hustle. And look at the fucking cookies. And she's hot. So you know this girl is making your cookies and she's hot. There's my cookie right there, the YDBT cookie, the best cookie on the fucking planet. But there you go. Hey, congratulations on winning the cookies. You pretty much surmised the whole show there. So again, Little Carter on the mic. Get to Oh My God Cookies _LLC. Get yourself 3 cookies, sir. He's like, wait, what? Yeah, go get them cookies. And if you don't get them cookies, then I'll give them away Monday. Fuck it. Alex, I need the cookies, bro. Sorry, brother. Little Carter on the mic just pretty much, got the winning comment. Was thinking of moving to Port St. Lucie. Googled bars to go to. A bar in someone's garage popped up. No, I'm good. No. You can live in Port St. Lucie. You're going to get the best house for the money as close to South Florida as possible in Port St. Lucie. The only other place to get comparable homes is Belle Glade or Okeechobee. So if I were you, I really look hard at Port St. Lucie. Jeff Betts moved to Port St. Lucie, loves it, has a Corvette he daily drives. He's a happy cat. Wow, man, that's awesome. Thanks a ton, man. No, bro, that made me laugh. That was good. You pretty much kind of put it all together. And I wanted to give away the cookies. So congratulations on the cookies. Go over there, hit them up, say, I'm Little Card on the mic, verify who you are, and they should be good to go. Tell me drive a Hellcat and a Trackhawk, and they'll probably give you an extra cookie. As long as you don't have a peanut allergy, we're good to go. And you will be hooked YDBT cookie for the win. The YDBT cookie is dumb good. I ordered some for myself. I ordered some for Lund Racing. It'll probably be there Wednesday at the latest. I'm telling you, those people got something going on, and I'm happy to be a part of the whole situation. They're good shit. Dodge the bum piss. Yes, Lake Eola Park. For those of you that live in Orlando and you think Orlando is awesome, you're wrong. EP houses in Florida are crazy expensive everywhere. Exactly. So I would definitely look into Port St. Lucie. I'm not buying. It's crazy to buy now. Insane. A $400,000 house is a shack where I live. In Port St. Lucie, yes, but then you're an hour away from anything cool. You're literally an hour away from downtown West Palm. You're an hour and a half away from Boca. You're 2.5 hours away from Miami. No, thank you. No, thank you. Jupiter Springs is the place, the real clear water, I believe. Yes. Oh, you mean up north? In that little springs? I thought it was Silver Springs or something like that. You guys are asking a guy that never leaves his house about areas he never sees. No, you're wrong, Craig. I leave my house way more than you do. I've traveled most of my career. I'm all over Florida. I've traveled all over Florida when I was single, dating girls. Orlando is fucking trash. I go to Spring Hill. I go to Tampa often. I go to Brooksville often. I go to the West Coast often. And I live in South Florida every day. Come on, bro. Stop it. It's so hypocritical for this administration Big Ol and Energy when they know big three aren't Tesla and scale of EVs. Okay. I'm from PA and don't know the area. Just be happy you're not in California. They're killing us down here. Look, California is the problem with California is this. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Women are beautiful. The food is fantastic. People generally are okay. But why do they keep voting in these fucking duds? And I have a lot of California customers, or Lund Racing has a lot of California customers. And I wonder what keeps you there? What keeps you in a $600,000 1-1? The weather. It must be the 75-degree weather year round. It has to be. I cannot imagine it's anything else but that. Hell yeah, I've been waiting for that to try that YWT cookie I've been hearing about. Alex has taken these Florida women all over. So what are you saying, Craig? I know more about Florida than people that live in Florida. I've been here 6 years. And my girlfriend has been here most of her life. And I go, have you been here? She goes, no. Have you been here? No, no, no. She goes, how do you know all these fucking places? I'm like, Northeast people like to venture out and try new things. Hole-in-the-wall restaurants, different cities. Because look, if I wanted to move to the West Coast, Fort Myers, Bradenton, Naples, all that shit. I've been there many times and I hated it. Especially Bradenton. Bradenton is too yee for me. It's a little too country for me. You know what I mean? It's just not my thing. And there's not shit to do that I like to do. And the water is disgusting on the West Coast. Not disgusting, but it is not like the East Coast water. East Coast water is badass shit. You mean California? I always say when I have to drive to Orlando, Sanford is on the outskirts, but Alex nails it. Yes. Look, Geneva, EPA. Let's talk about Geneva, right? Let's talk about, I do like New Smyrna Beach, but downtown New Smyrna Beach. But that's downtown New Smyrna Beach. If you're not in downtown New Smyrna Beach, you're in Alabama. You're in deep South Georgia if you're in New Smyrna Beach and not in downtown. But the outskirts are pretty good, where you can buy a house reasonably priced, have a big fucking square footage, and be a stone throws away from Orlando and all the other bullshit. Any cards to be watching for Texas 2K this week? No, I have no involvement with anything Texas 2K. If our customers are going to go, they'll let us know next week, but I am not even giving a fuck about Texas 2K. Orlando sucks the nuts, exactly. People in Cali are off their rocker. Man, I'm almost forgot Texas 2K. It's coming up next week. Sarasota. Yeah, no, thank you. All the awesome places like Kissimmee. Bro, Kissimmee is absolute fucking trash. Absolute trash. It's where the people that live, the people that work in Disney live in Kissimmee. And they're all Puerto Ricans. I'm good. 100% the weather. Even the water beaches is even the water at the beaches is cold and gross. That's what I mean. I don't know what keeps people in California. The weather is gorgeous, but I'm a water guy. I like being in the water. And when you go to like Jupiter and you see the beautiful the water, the beaches, the boats, the people, and you're like, God damn. Oh man, it is windy out there today. It looks cold. I'm looking at the Jupiter Inlet Camp and it looks cold as fuck. I'm going to pass on that shit. Exactly. Thanks for the heads up. You got it, brother. Geneva is straight gator swamps. You know who lives in Geneva? Joe Goodenough from VMP. And he has a lot of land. He has a lot of land. His house is literally up on stilts, which I love. And, you know, he made it look really good, put a nice deck on it, has a lot of land, fire pit. I don't want that. I want paved roads. Alex, you got one in one of your cars with your girl? If so, what did she think? In the truck. And she was like, fucking thing's fast. She was like, it's a truck and it's fast. I go, right. But no, I haven't gone like full blown watt after, you know, with her in the car yet. And mosquitoes. Yes, 100% mosquitoes. Doesn't seem like you get out much. Water is gross. It is gross. I get out way more than you do, Craig. I guarantee I get out every week way more than you do. I probably head out of town 4 or 5 times a month. I head out of state 4 or 5 times a year, maybe more, depending on where I'm going, I guarantee I get out way more than you. California is like foreign country. San Andreas fault makes Cali float away. That Gulf water is shit. Never know what you're going to end up with. Gulf water is trash. And the people that get offended about me talking about the West Coast is people that live on the West Coast. Every single time you head over to the East Coast, when I was dating, every girl that lived in Orlando, Sarasota, Tampa, Gainesville, Jacksonville, all this bullshit, when they would visit me, every single time they would say the exact same thing. I had no idea this place was this beautiful. The water is ice blue. Restaurants, everyone's an adult. Everyone's super chill. The landscape's gorgeous. The weather's just right. It's a little bit of a breeze, even in the hottest months. It is absolutely perfect here. I go, yeah. And they go, man, Sarasota, the water, there's no waves in the water. The water's murky. You get red tide. There's no action here. Everything seems alive. And that's what I hear a lot, especially closer to the beach area. Everything seems alive where you live, Alex. I'm like, that's why I don't venture out anywhere else. I dated a chick that was from Orlando, and she said it was boring and trash. It is boring and trash. Looks like Craig is moving towards that one. I don't have a girl to go why and don't have that problem. You say F traveling, but where do you want to go if given the chance? Greece. I'm a history buff. I'm a history guy. Greece has a lot of history. That's it. That's kind of it. I don't really care about anything else going forward. But Greece, just to see the old ruins and stuff like that, I'd geek out over stuff like that. The sand is nice though. Yeah, you're right. The sand in the West Coast is very fine. The sand in my side on the beach is heavy with seashells. And a girl from Miami that I used to mess with came up. She goes, there's a lot of seashells on the water here. I go, why? She goes, Miami is just full of seaweed. I go, yep, not here. What's the farthest west you've gone, Alex? California. I've been to Sacramento area. Ukraine, exactly. Why do you have your seat up so high on the bicycle in the back? What? That's what you look at? I'm not one of those cholos, Draco. I like riding that bitch comfortably. And I'm a big guy. I'm 5'11", 230 something. I am not going to ride that bike with my knees like this and choloing out. Why the fuck are you looking at my bike seat, bro? This motherfucker looking at my bike seat. Hey, Alex, big fan. Why is your bike seat so high? Is there a standard height it should be? The fuck is happening? Does a 350 need OPG shifting 8200? No. Why? The stock rev limiter is 8200. Why would you need an oil pump gear if it has a warranty and Ford allows you to go to 8,000? Can't wait to see the Jupiter Inlet on vacation. Want to see some badass boats. Okay. You're not going to see bad. Well, actually, yeah. If you're on the inlet itself, actually, I would implore you to go to Utiki and go on one of those pontoon rides for an hour. Go to Utiki, go to a pontoon ride. It's $20. And they take you through the inlet. They show you Michael Jordan's boat. They show you golfers' houses. They show you DJs' houses. They show you millionaires' homes. And you go, oh, that's why this area is badass. And they tell you, like, in the Jupiter area, there's the one neighborhood that is responsible for 18 or 20% of the nation's wealth. There is one neighborhood near the Jupiter Inlet that the net worth of the people in that one neighborhood is responsible for 20% of the nation's wealth. Fort Lauderdale is where the boat scene is. Yep, 100% right. 100% right. Do you have a basket for that bike for Tony? Oh no, Alex, you just said you want to go to Greece. Giggle Mod's ears just perked up. Utiki is where Jeremiah Camp works, right? Yes, Jeremiah Camp works there. Go to the pontoon boat. Say you want to do a 1-hour ride on that boat. If you come down on vacation, and you will see why that area is popping. I'm a big fan, though. I'm about to watch some of your old videos after you finish your live. Didn't know you were into history. I love history. The best subject I had was history. And Key West is gorgeous too. Yeah, if you like drinking, boozing, and nice, pretty water and pretty area, bro, badass. Do you ever come back up to Beantown at all? Nope. And you will not catch me dead there unless it's just like to sightsee with someone. But if it's up to me, I'd never go there again. Good morning, 661 Racing. Erock says, it blows my mind how creepy people are. Alex, I watch another YouTuber that people have shown up at his house all hours. Oh, Whistling Diesel does that, right? Doesn't he get people that camp out at his property just to look at him? So weird. Headed down to Marathon Key in a few weeks. Ever been? If so, any good restaurants in the area? I have not visited, believe it or not, I've not visited. The only places I haven't visited is the Keys, but I hear it's badass. I know what city I'm making it a hit in then, exactly. Alex wants to go to Sparta. Hey, Alex, but can we see you pop a wheelie? Have you ever been in New Orleans before? Yes, it is disgusting. It smells like piss, and I feel like I'm going to get robbed at any moment. I feel like I'm going to get robbed at any moment, the moment I cross the Louisiana line, but especially in New Orleans, it smells like piss, booze, and awesome food. So if you like piss, booze, and awesome food, go there. Best advice from you, Alex. If I want to be in the USA, best state in your opinion, Florida, man. Come on, stop it. Florida, stop it with that bullshit. Hey, but Viate woke up finally. And why would you want to look at WD? Dude looks weird. Look, some people just want to be there, and it's so weird. And NOLA does fucking suck. NOLA is absolute trash. Alex, you think an MT82 D4 can hold 6 to 500? Coyote Paxton, yes, but the shift forks are going to be a problem, and I am going to release a video. Listen, guys, right after the show. Actually, yes, I'll release a video right after the show, and it is me doing 60 to 130 in the white GT. I think you guys will appreciate some shifting videos. There's in-car shifting watt stuff. There's 60 to 130 pulls with draggy video, overlaid. And I think you'll appreciate that. Let's just release it now. Fuck it. I'll just release it now so you guys can stay on and watch the 13 or so minute video, and you guys will appreciate some MT82 D4 content, me shifting like a motherfucker in that bitch, adding some timing to it, doing big gains from the first two pulls to the third pull, because I think the car is ready to run Jake. All right, guys, I'm going to get the fuck out of here. Someone says, WD lives in Indiana. Hills have eyes, people. All right, guys, I'm going to get the fuck out of here. If you guys want to stay tuned, and I'm going to premiere, meaning I'm going to watch it with you. The video of the white car doing some shifting. It's nice to sit through, and you can't fast forward. So I'm going to do a premiere so we can just chat and hang out with that situation. All right, guys, I'm going to get the fuck out of here. Stay tuned. Right, like in about 5 minutes, I'm going to make the video live. We'll hang out there for about 13 minutes, and then we'll end it for the day. All right, guys, see you guys later. Hang on tight. If you guys want to see the new video, see you guys later.